Good afternoon. We are on our way outside. Well, we're already outside, but we're on our way to La Mesa Village for the Spring Makers Market, I guess you can call it. But yeah, we're on our way so that we can check out some of the vendors. I have some people that I know that are in there, and we're also meeting up with two friends that came down from LA, so we're gonna be hanging out with them today too. And then I go to pick up my parents because they did not come in yesterday because their flight got canceled. Imagine that. Well, that's what happened. So yeah, so we're heading outside to La Mesa Village to check out what they have to offer. Walk around. It's gonna be 90 degrees outside. Oh, okay, it is 90 degrees outside. Hush. Anyway, yes, it's 90 degrees outside, and I'm gonna soak up every degree of it because it's gonna be like 68 tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow, but next week. All right, happy Saturday. Good morning. Happy Monday. I trust everyone had a good weekend. My parents came in, so we celebrated Mother's Day yesterday, and it was really nice. My mom and I went to church, and then my dad, husband, mom, and myself went out to dinner that night. So yeah, it was really nice. So I'm grateful. This is like the first Mother's Day I've spent with my mom in a few years. Probably, I feel like since I moved out here, which is almost like 7 years, which is wild. But I'm grateful. So yes, today is Monday, meaning it's Money Monday. So today I will be assessing the week before and working through my budget and expenses and any revenue that might have come in and seeing where I am. So let's do it, which I'm happy about because last week was Money Tuesday because I didn't get anywhere on Monday. But I feel good. My cycle hasn't started yet. My hair looks good. Took my mini twists out this morning, and they doing what they supposed to do. They giving what they supposed to give. Yes. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, I got it all done. I'm up to date. Doing this weekly is great because it doesn't take as long when you only have like a few days to account for. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep this up. Money Mondays, right? Personal stuff done and complete, business stuff done and complete, and we live to fight another week. All right, on to the rest of the day. I have a list a mile long. I worked yesterday in the morning. Not worked, but I did a lot of like planning the week ahead yesterday because it's so quiet on Sunday mornings and I love it. And I was up early and my mind was going a mile a minute. So I was like, let me just write it all out. So that's what I did. And it's in anticipation of cycle week too. So I wanted to try to get everything out now before I am down and out later. Okay, let's get on with the week. Top of the morning. Happy Tuesday. I've got to get my days together. Okay, happy Tuesday. Today is busy day of the week, the busiest day of the week. But I have to share that yesterday I took like an hour out of my time, an hour out of my day to set up my Google My Business profile. OMG, I swore that I did this already, but I did not. Yeah, which is wild to me because I swore I did this last year, but I didn't. I guess I just like set up the merchant portion of it, which is connected to my Shopify, but I never had like if you typed in Illustrated Melanin, yeah, my website and stuff would come up, but now like the Google, I'm in the Google part of it. I'm going to put it here so that you understand what I'm saying. But like, I am visible. If you Google me, I show up. If you Google stationery for Black women or Black women stationery, like, I'm there. I'm on the first page, okay? I'm on the first page. So yes, I'm excited about that. And now I can dive into local SEO, which is what I've been like desperately needing to do. So that is one of my long list of items that I need to accomplish. But I did it. It wasn't on my list of things to do yesterday, but like I was sitting here and the other things that I had to do were going to take way longer. And I just needed like something that I thought would be quick. And this was quick. It's quicker than I thought it was going to be. I don't think I actually took a full hour to do it, but either way, it got done. I'm grateful. I'm excited. I'm happy. I still need to like probably tweak a few things and add different photos. But for now, like it's set. It's there. I'm in there. I'm on Google, y'all. Okay. So with that being said, if you've ever purchased a product from me, if you've ever attended a Color and Chill event, I'm going to put a QR code here. I'm going to put a link in the description. Like, please leave a review. We've talked about reviews time and time again. This one's the most important because it's on Google and that's how I get found by the masses, okay? That's how we get found by the masses. So please, if you ever have interacted with my business in any way, shape, or form, leave me a review. I would so greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I'm so excited about that. So yeah, I still need to do an SEO audit and all of that, and I'll get to it, but we in there. Okay, what's next? Today's Tuesday, so I have my business class later today. And then in the meantime, I'm going to make a LinkedIn post about said Google My Business profile. And then I need to make some videos. I really, really need to record. Well, first I need to write out some podcast episodes and then record. That is like a huge need, a huge want. It's not a need per se, but it's a huge want because I'm so behind. I'm like a month of not posting on my Dear Aunt Flo podcast page. So I really need to get back on that. So time blocking is going to be so essential. And tonight's business class is literally about like time management and mindset and lead generation and goal setting and like all of the things that I need right now. Like everything is aligning, right? So I really I'm so glad that I'm able to attend because I thought that I was going to miss this week because of Aunt Flo, but she has not come yet. So we are pushing forward. We're pushing forward and I'm excited. And yeah, so I'm going to get to work on the few things that I need to do before I need to leave the house later and check in with my parents, see what they're up to today. It's kind of like cloudy and dreary today. It rained all last night, so they're probably going to relax today. We spent the whole day with them yesterday, and it was really nice. I forget to like capture these moments, so I really need to do better with that. But for now, like, I'm just going to bask in the memory of it. So, yeah. Okay, time to get to work. Y'all know what time it is. Hello from my car. Hello, it's Tuesday. Hello, hello, hello. I'm about to go in for, well, I'm early, but I'm here because it's business class day. It is cohort day. It is business accelerator day. But I'm here a bit early just to be here early, because why not? And plus, I still have stuff to do. And it was like a good break from home to now to continue the work that I need to get done. So here we are. Today's session, I think I spoke briefly about it, is about like mindset and goal planning and time blocking or just like scheduling and time management. And I'm heavy on that right now. So I'm grateful for this session and I'm ready to dive in, ready to get all of the systems and processes told upon me. All right. The sun is shining at whatever time it is, 3 something, I think, almost 4 p.m. It was very cloudy when I left. So that's cool. Different parts of the city be shining bright and Meg Gray. That's what's up. Anyway, I'm about to go inside and I will take you along with me like I always do. Yeah, all right, bye. Hello, happy Wednesday. Coming to you from the couch today. I definitely feel my body like slowing down to a complete stop soon. But in the meantime, we are going to push through. Today, I have a lot of the continuation of those like task lists that I need to create. So the biggest or the longest list of items are like my contracts and policies that I need to flush out. And I need to do all of this because I have access to a law firm that can look over all of these items that I might potentially need to use, especially if I'm pivoting for more of a B2B, a business to business track. Like, can't think of the word right now. But anyway, yeah, so there are a lot of like things that I need to create, like agreements, contracts, terms and conditions, especially if I'm doing wholesaling too. I have to have a terms and conditions sheet within my wholesale PDF. And I have like a loose one, but I need to have like a more defined one. Or even like a bulk order agreement because it's different from a wholesale order agreement. So like wholesale typically for product-based businesses and retail is the wholesaler is paying 50% of your retail price, right? So say I sell something for $20, wholesale is paying $10 to buy that in a bulk form. So they're purchasing like quantities above, 100 or 200 at a time, as opposed to just one-offs. So where I sell to a consumer one journal for $20, someone in wholesale is purchasing 200 of those journals for $10. You see what I'm saying? So I have to have a wholesale terms and conditions for that. And then I also have to have a bulk order agreement because I charge differently for, say, an organization. Like if an organization or a nonprofit is purchasing from me, they don't get the retail wholesale pricing. They get an organizational pricing. So that might only be like 10 to 15% off of the retail price. So things are a little different. So I have to have all of that in paperwork and things in place. I need to have a licensing agreement too if I am going to start licensing my illustrations or my artwork. I need to have that in place. Things that I really want to implement are like donations and community giving. So anytime someone reaches out and they want to receive my products for free, I need to have a policy for that. So that would more so be geared towards nonprofits or organizations that align with my company. You know, it's dependent on certain things, right? There needs to be criteria in place to receive something like that so that and then I need to have the paperwork to be able to, handle that during tax time. So yeah, and I'm not really there yet. I'm like not in a position where I can give away free product, but my goal is to do so. Like I would love to be able to give back and donate to organizations so that I can further this mission, right? I would love for especially youth organizations to have access to journals or greeting cards or coloring books even, so that, people can see themselves and it can further the representation and the diversity. And I don't want that to get lost. So there's stuff like that. I also want to be able to give a portion of revenue and sales to specific organizations, namely women's health related, because that is near and dear to my heart. So even if it's as specific as endometriosis awareness, some type of organization that really furthers the education on endometriosis and furthers the education on period care and period poverty, that is something that's near and dear to my heart. So I want to be able to give back in that way, right? So all of these things need policies and contracts and plans, and there's like a million other things, media release forms, and I just need to create a full list, then create each of these agreements and documents, and then compile them all in one PDF and then send it off to the lawyers so that they can look it all over and let me know if everything looks good, if there are things that I need to tweak, and and so then I'm in good standing, so that when I start sending these off to people to fill out and get back to me, I'm good. There's a plant net. So anyway, so yes, so that is the bulk of what I will be taking care of today. And then I also have someone coming by to pick up some greeting cards. That's going to take up pretty much the most of my time today anyway. I do have other things that I will try to do in the interim, so that I'm not just bogged down by paperwork, but that's what we're doing. And yeah, it's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week. I had a really good class yesterday for the business program. Let me move so I can just switch where I am, because it's already a long enough video, right? I can move you here. So I'm hands-free. Okay. Woo! Yeah. Okay. So yesterday's class was about, I feel like it was mostly about your mindset, right? Your mindset. I have all the stuff, so why not even just look at it? Why sit here and guesstimate? Okay, so essentially it was about your mindset, strategy, productivity, and communication to like run your business. And it talked a lot about NLP, so Neurolinguistic Programming. So it talked a lot about like being mindful. And I knew, guys, like I've been talking about this all year, but it's a lot about like recognizing what you're saying to yourself, what you're saying about the things that you're doing, especially when it comes to business. We get so bogged down in the negativity when things aren't going well. And when you're focused on that, like it's just going to keep repeating itself, right? It's like you're beating the same horse over and over and over again and expecting different results, and it's just not going to happen. So anyway, we talked about goal setting versus goal getting. We talked about specificity versus ambiguity. We talked about SMART goals. We talked about limiting your beliefs, or not limiting your beliefs, but we talked about like what happens when you limit your beliefs. Like think bigger, think higher, think like wider than you can ever imagine. And even all of that ties in with like my faith, right? Like I should be thinking above and beyond what my human brain can like have the capacity for, because God is so much bigger than all of that, right? My little dreams and goals is nothing compared to what he can do for me, right? And it's the same thing, like your mind, we talked a lot about your unconscious and conscious mind. Your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind takes up like 90%, right? Where your conscious mind is only like 10%. And your unconscious mind is doing so much work, and your conscious mind thinks it's them and it's not. So you need to program your unconscious mind to really like just go to work. So anyway, it was a lot of that deep stuff. Yeah, it was good. It wasn't what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be more of like, what tools can you use to increase your productivity? Or like, how do you manage your time better? And I think someone asked about time management, and she basically told us like, it's a you problem if you can't manage your time. So, you know, but yeah, so I have a lot to like digest and execute, right? This is very challenging for me because I'm such an introvert, and there's no room for introvertedness when you're in business, because you literally have to be aggressive and go after what you want, to go after what you need, not alone what you want, like never mind what you want. Like you need to put food on the table, right? You need to pay your bills. You need to be able to buy inventory. You need to be able to like do all of these things. You need to be able to pay people. You need to be able to like, whatever the case, like you need to be able to do that if you're going to run a business, right? A successful business at that. So there are a lot of things that I need to implement, and these contracts and policies is one big thing. And then mind checking myself every time I feel that I need to, essentially. Like there's no, like you're working off of what you've always been used to, right? So if since 8 years old you've been thinking this certain way, and you're now in your mid 30s or early 40s, like it's hard to reprogram your mind, but it's possible. So you just have to be consistent with doing so. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. And I think that sometimes people don't realize how personal business is. Like, yes, you run a business. You should separate your personal assets from your business assets, duh. But your personal life and your business life intertwine all the time, because you are, especially if you are active in your business, like you are you and you are your business. And so they're going to intersect at any given time. And if you are not good, if you're not whole, if you are not right within, then your business is going to be a reflection of that, right? So today, May 14th, 2025, declare that I can and will do what I need to do to make Illustrated Melanin a very successful brand. I said it. I said it. So you remember this video and come back to it when things look up. All right. I got my business on Google profile. I am working on getting all of these contracts and policies in place. The next big thing is an SEO audit because I really need to get my website popping. Okay? It's not popping right now. I'm getting the views, but I'm not getting the clicks. I'm not getting the purchases. So I need to get that popping. And yeah, SEO is going to help with that. So there's a lot to do, and I've been rambling for way too long. So I'm going to stop now. Okay, what did I say that I was going to do today? Let me show you what I did. Take my privacy thing off so you can actually see. Okay, so first, I'm in the back end of my Shopify updating all of my greeting card products. Descriptions have been done, but I'm currently working on the media to add alt text to every single